Beautiful Nova. I know it's been a long time coming with a setup like this. What are we looking at, just ballpark? Tell us about this build.
This build, it was a super nice car whenever I bought it. It just had a little, you know, 383 stroker and a 12 bolt and a turbo 350. It wasn't really, it was set up for cruising. And so I immediately tore the car in a million pieces.
You still brought it out to a race, though.
I did still bring it out with that little 383, and we raced your first small tire race. And,
car did good.
Dude, we had a blast. You know, the road was slick, so that was in my advantage. First car down, I wasn't worried about it. But since then, that following Monday after that race, I literally spent 12 hours just tearing this car down to basically to the frame rails. All the wiring, engine, tranny, everything come out of this car. Then I started ordering parts. This was about Christmas time. And so we started with a brand new Blueprint 454-inch small block. They started building it right away and got after it. Went with the FTI Turbo 400. Then I got with Quick Performance, and they built me a brand new 9-inch. And then, man, it seemed like forever. It wasn't all that long, but when your car's torn in a million pieces, it seems like forever.
And you did all the work yourself?
Yes, sir. We sure did. Me and my brother and my nephew and then one of the guys that works for us, Brian Schuler. Between the four of us, we basically, from December to about April, we completely redid this car 100%.
And that was your goal, right? To have just a cruiser that
Absolutely.
You can pull up, have a little bit of fun, drive it to the spot, drive it home.
Yes, sir.
Drive it to the track, drive it home.
100%. Yeah. I wanted this car to be mean, but I also wanted it to have street manners where I could drive it to Sonic like we did today, and you know, go get drinks or put my daughter and her husband in it and go get dinner. Whatever I want to do with it, I can do it. I mean, I can beat on it, drive it, and cruise it all night, and I'm good.
Why a Chevy Nova?
This Chevy Nova was my very first car, race car out of high school. I had a big tire Chevy 67 model, and it was my daily driver and my race car, so I would beat on it all weekend, tear it up, blow it up, whatever, and then on Monday I had to have it fixed so I could drive it to work.
Right.
Got a little bit older, sold it, could never find the car, and so it's kind of been a bucket list thing to have another one and then build it to today's hot rod, daily driver, but still be a fast car type deal, you know.
Be competitive, yeah.
And be competitive. You know, I didn't build it to get outran or be slow, either one. So, and I think I've accomplished that, but we're going to find out this summer for sure.
What I like is under the hood, it's not just another LS. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying a small block Chevy is the rare thing nowadays.
Yes, absolutely.
What made you want to go with a small block Chevy over an LS? And
I wanted to keep this car old school.
Yeah.
I wanted it to still look like a Chevy too. I didn't want it to look like a late model Camaro inside, or just drop a LT or LS in it or whatever. I didn't want to do any of that. I have nothing against LSs. You know, they make good power and they're dependable. But I wanted to keep it old school. Wanted to keep it small block. I knew that, and I wanted to keep it carbureted. And so I achieved all that and still have dependability and a lot of horsepower.
Definitely a shocker when you open the hood and you see a small block Chevy and you're trying to bring some old school muscle into a modern era of drag racing.
That's right. The car doesn't have traction control on it and all the gadgets. I mean, it's got a healthy small block with a healthy dose of nitrous and a good suspension, and I'm just going to drive the wheels off of it and hopefully win some races, you know.
Any plans to put a cage in it in the future?
Yes, actually I have plans. That's on the to-do list, and quickly.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it simple. It'll be just a 4-point, something I can hook my harnesses to. But the safety, you know, if this thing for some stupid reason got upside down, I think that it needs that. I really love it, the looks of it without a cage.
I love, man.
But for safety, I think it's got to have it. So.
Yeah, for that. I ran around with a GM lap belt for a long time, and it's scary, man.
That's, yeah. You know, I raced this thing yesterday at the street races in Shkoda, and I was like, you know, my brother was telling me no hero shit. And so I was like, all right. And he's like, you just kept telling me, all you have is a lap belt. And I'm like, all right, we'll keep it simple.
That thing is dangerous in traffic. God forbid you make fucking passing that shit.
Exactly, dude. I mean, but once I pulled out there on the street and made my first pass in this car since I bought it, I mean, or since I got it all back together, it just all came back and it just felt good, drove good, no problems, A to B, went a couple rounds, and man, we had a blast with this thing yesterday.
And for today, we're just looking to make a shakedown pass.
Yeah, I raced it all day yesterday on just motor. The car moves out pretty good on motor alone. So I worked on it a little bit this morning, got some of the nitrous working, and it's got a small 150 shot in it, and I'm going to try to make a hit on it and see how it likes it.
Oh yeah, buddy. Well, good luck out there, man.
All right, thank you.
Oh yeah. So how was that?
Felt pretty good.
Felt pretty good?
Sound like the tune's off a little bit.
Got some bite though.
But them little 26s and that Smith Racecraft suspension will be doing some work.
Yeah, that was a lick. No, that was a very respectable pass for a little shakedown pass.
Yeah, that felt good.
Looked like she rode a little bit, but
a little bit, yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
You want to do another one, or you want to just you're good with that?
No, I'm all right with that. It needs some tuning on. I need to replugs, and that's first full pass on the nitrous system.
Awesome, man.
And I probably need to pull plugs and see what's going on and go from there.
We appreciate the opportunity, man.
Absolutely, dude. I appreciate you guys.
Beautiful machine.
Thank you for all you do for us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, that was a good pass, man.